My Brain Fog by Sara Arenson. My Brain Fog is a spoken word piece accompanied by illustrative video clips. Most clips feature Sara. Sara is a white woman with frizzy brown hair and clear-framed glasses. Throughout the piece, she is seen sitting on an overstuffed couch, working in her kitchen, and sleeping and writing in her bedroom. She also appears outside on a gray fall or spring day when all the tree branches are bare. The clips alternate between black and white and color, sometimes extremely close up, sometimes very far away. Near the end of the piece, there is a video of a man with long hair chopping vegetables in Sara's kitchen.
I want to write about my brain fog, but I'm too foggy to write. Every time I think of the words brain fog, my mind goes blank. Brain fog, nothing. Brain fog, nothing. Brain fog. I want to write something artistic, a story, beginning, middle, end. But my brain fog doesn't work like that. It just is. At its worst, it is a presence that's an absence. Silence fills my head, dominates me. An iceberg without a ship. I sit on my couch, listening to the place where thoughts once lived, waiting. Waiting. Nothing there. I follow my sensations, arms, legs, head. No thoughts. In my journal, I try to write. This, I say. That. I write. Well. As I pass the trees, I will myself to have a thought about them. I can't even think the word tree. Somehow I tell people, I can't think. My mind is empty. And they say, of course you can. You're thinking you can't think. The giant lump of nothingness swallows up any sentence I may have before I even know what it might be. I cannot even say the word hi in my mind. I cannot even ask what I am missing or where I might find it. I just am. Unable to settle into my being, the blob of nothingness taking up so much space that I can't hear myself. And in that unsettled nowhere, can't think, can't be place, the fear, terrible fear, jumping out of my body, pacing, freaking. On the web, clicking here and there, unable to read, anchor, think through the words on my screen. And then I find it. I don't know how it happens. An article one day, random Google search, a bottle from the pharmacy, sickly sweet syrup you can mix with almond milk, a laxative that draws ammonia out of the blood. At first it seems a miracle. The words are coming back and I remember who I am again. Blood tests show the poison, the ammonia, my hidden foe, still high even now. And with my freshly opened mind, I think, this explains it. This is real. Mystery solved, life regained. There is a story after all. Struggle, breakthrough, victory, the end, flowers, gratitude, bedside casseroles, people flocking round like I'm Jesus from the dead. She's better. Oh, she's better. She's back. But it's not over. I wake up with a small, slow thought in my mind, feeling almost normal for a while. But the curtain is always there, and in a few moments all I see is blackness in my way. Other times some pictures, a sense of something, dishes, laundry, something over there. I don't know what. I'm a hole with tattered edges, my thoughts like debris sucked into space. Trying to look through the rip with eyes like tractor beams pulling, trying to pull the thoughts back in, but getting dust and rocks. Too hard. Even at my greatest effort, vacuum hit and stop, full stop. Instead of in my journal, in my head is um, pull and nothing, pull and nothing. Oh, something small, a word, 2 words, a mighty tug at whatever I can see, enough to say to you, enough to say this to you, not enough to know what I will become. For every meter I climb up this mountain face, my hands bleeding, only to fall and smash my skull again, and these invisible wounds that no one can find and no one can fix, maim my brain again. My great breakthrough, a ledge a little higher up, still obscure, hands gripping for dear life, 5 years' work. My life, darkness, fear, confusion, short circuit with momentary respite of blue sky and bright sun, duck families floating by, bunnies hopping down the lawn, puppies run, toddlers toddle, evidence of other people's lives around me. And I, grateful for the man who chops my vegetables, feeds me when I can't think how to wash the dishes, dreams of meals, reaches to the fridge already knowing what he wants, ideas forming in his head, oh, his head of words. There is no end, only desk and wall, void and fear, reaching and being here. But a tiny light grows through the crack, a sprout in the shadows reaching outwards, tiny tendril, barely living, almost dead again.